Hello students. Today in the organizing unit we are going to learn about another concept related to delegation of authority, and that is decentralization. So here we have decentralization, and it can be learned with the help of delegation. Means delegation is downward transfer of authority from top level to bottom. Suppose we have this management hierarchy, then we delegate powers from top level to bottom level. If it is, or we can say, if powers are delegated between only two levels, from top to middle level. It is top level, and here we have middle level, and last one is bottom level. If it is, if authority is delegated at one level, then it is called delegation. If we delegate the powers at all levels, means from top to middle, middle to bottom, then it is decentralization. So actually delegation is one step of decentralization. If we delegate the authority at all levels, it will be called decentralization. If it is only limited up to only one or two level, then it will be called delegation. So if we combine all the delegation, it will automatically become the decentralization. Here we have another example, like in the organizational hierarchy, at the top level director is there, then production head, then production manager, supervisor, foreman and worker. So the director is delegating his authority to production head. It is a delegation. But the production head is also delegating his authority to production manager. Then production manager is delegating authority to supervisor. Supervisor is also again delegating the authority to foreman, and foreman is delegating his authority to the worker. If delegation happens in entire organization, then it will be collectively called decentralization. So every step in this example is delegation, but if we combine all the delegations, then it will become decentralization. Now the next term is centralization and decentralization. So what is centralization? Centralization means retaining all the powers at the central level or at the top level. Means they did not delegate at all. They control all the powers. And in decentralization, we disperse or delegate all the powers. So these two are extreme opposite situation. And when we are studying about the principles of management, there also this type of principle is there, centralization and decentralization. And I have told you that neither the centralization is very good for the organization, nor the decentralization. So we have to choose a midway path, and that is centralized decentralization. Next point is the relation between delegation and decentralization. We have seen already that delegation is only one step of the decentralization. And if all steps are combined together, or if authority is transferred at all levels of management, at all departments, then it will be called decentralization. So that's why we have first point is extension of delegation. Delegation is extended from top level to bottom level, then it will be called decentralization. Or here we can see again, delegation is extended. It is not limited up to 2 levels or 3 levels. Entire organization is delegated by their superiors, and overall it will be decentralization. Next point is delegation is necessary but decentralization is optional. So why the delegation is necessary? Because no one can perform all the work if he is working in a top level. Everybody has to delegate the powers if they are at top level. Suppose there is an example of your school also. If principal is at the top level, then he cannot teach all the classes at the same time. So that's why he delegates his power to different subject teachers, different class teachers, and then only the work is possible. That's why it is compulsory or necessary. Without delegation, we cannot do anything. But decentralization is optional. It means that it is our policy whether we want to decentralize our organization or not. If we decentralize the entire organization, there is also a problem. No one will listen to any other or their subordinate seniors because they have the powers. So we have to do selective dispersal of authority. Decentralization means delegating all the powers. If we delegate all the powers, then we don't have any power. So we have to see it very carefully and disperse the authority selectively. If we did not delegate, then work is not possible. But if we decentralize our entire organization, then also work will not be performed according to the standards. So I have told you earlier that we have to choose a middle way from centralization and decentralization, and that is centralized decentralization. So thank you, students.